Making music entirely in the box can sometimes lack one crucial element: human movement. Those organic, unpredictable, uncalculated movements, they add life to your music projects. And that's why I'm beginning to use my MIDI controller with knobs, physical knobs that I can assign to almost any knob or slider within the DAW. And that's what we're gonna do in today's video. I'm gonna twist some knobs on the MIDI controller and record that in as automation in the DAW. I'm so excited about this. Let's get into the project. Okay, so before we begin recording anything, we need to check if our MIDI controller is properly connected. So go to Options, MIDI Settings, and here you basically have to check if your controller is connected. So having this on sign here, I have the complete control from Native Instruments, and I can see that this is connected. And when I twist the knobs on the controller, they react in the DAW in FL Studio. So that's one thing that you need to check up before we start. Okay, so I made this track idea the other day, and I programmed in some really cool hi-hats, and I wanted to add some life to these hi-hats because if we listen to them, they sound a little bit static in my opinion. It's okay, they have a groove, but basically what I want to do is that I want to make them either a little bit shorter or a little bit longer over time. So I add like that really cool movement, so they feel a little bit more organic or as a human were playing them on a drum kit. So this is the pattern down here with the hi-hats. I have routed them to a mix channel in FL Studio, and on the mixer channel I have added the free plugin called Transient Shaper by Kilohertz, and this is a transient shaper. So what we want to automate and control with the physical knob on my MIDI controller is this sustain knob here. So basically when we increase the sustain, it gets longer. When we decrease the sustain, the sound gets shorter. So I can just demonstrate with the mouse. So that's what we're gonna do. So right now, I'm gonna show you how you can connect this to your MIDI controller. So it's actually pretty simple. You go up here to this icon, multi-link to controller, you click it, and then you twist the knob that you wanna assign to the physical knob on your MIDI controller. Then you right click up here, link to controller, and then you go to your MIDI keyboard or your MIDI controller, and then you twist the knob that you want to assign to this sustain knob in the Transient Shaper plugin. So I'm going to do that. So right now, when I'm twisting the knob on my controller, you should see that the sustain knob is actually behaving, it's reacting. So that's pretty cool. Now we have connected these two things. So the next thing we need to do in order to record automation events into FL Studio is that we're gonna make an empty pattern. I'm gonna put this under the hats. So right now we're gonna use this empty pattern to capture the automation events when we are twisting the knobs on the controller. So we are actually ready to record. So if you go up to the recording button, you select Notes and Automation, and whenever you're ready, you just hit play, and then the recording is starting. And then I'm gonna go and twist the knob to add some extra movement to these closed hi-hats. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so we did some knob twisting on the MIDI controller, and if we look closer, you can see that we have actually recorded in some values. So this is pretty cool. Now we're gonna go and return this into an automation clip. So we double click on the pattern, then we get up this menu, we go to edit, and then we select turn into automation clip. Then you can control the sensitivity. I just leave it as is and hit accept. And now we have an automation clip that's controlling the sustain knob of the transient shaper. If you want to make these points a little bit smoother in the automation clip, you can go and click the icon here. You get the menu, you can go to Articulator Tools, and then you can just click the one called Turn All Points Smooth. It just makes the each point of the automation clip, these ones, a little bit smoother. So it just sounds a little bit more organic in my opinion. So you can see this is actually an automation clip, and if we play, just listen how the sound just changes over time in a really cool way, adding a lot of movement. This is just done by recording some stuff on your MIDI knobs on the controller, and I think this is really effective to add that kind of live recording feelings into your music projects. So I really encourage you to try this out and record some automation with a MIDI controller. It's amazing. And just try this out on a bunch of different knobs in your DAW. For example, I did the same thing for an E piano up here. And this automation clip down here is also recorded on the MIDI controller. This is an analog delay that the dry wet knob is being modulated, automated. So you see down here. And this also, again, just adds that extra cool movement. I think this is just so cool. So I just wanted to share this with you. So I really hope this encouraged you to try this out. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, it would mean so much to me if you smash that like button or even subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions regarding recording stuff in FL Studio with a controller, just leave a comment down below and I'll try to help out as much as I can. Oh, and don't forget to join my Discord server for producers. It's a place where we can share our track ideas, get feedback, provide feedback. It's generally just a cool place to hang out and talk about music and stuff. And I really want you to get involved if you want to. You can join the Discord via the link in the description down below. So I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.